Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about ambient temperature sensors in the car, and I want to tell you what will happen if the ambient temperature sensor is problem. Nowadays this hot condition is coming, most of the car is AC problem. So some of the complex problem which happen because of the ambient temperature sensor, if you see, this one is the ambient temperature sensor, which is very small but is very useful in the car. So this one is ambient temperature sensor. Ambient temperature sensor is thermometric air temperature sensor which sense the temperatures around the vehicle. What will happen? This sensor is sense temperatures around the vehicle and then send the input signal to the car amplifier or the car ECM, as depending on the car how it's the AC conditions working, and then send the signal from them to the compressors to on the compressors and to control inside the cooling in the car. This sensor is working on the base of outside the temperatures around the vehicles. Once the temperatures goes on the negatives, then this will not allow the compressors to do working because there is no need the AC. So if you look at here, what they do, senses in the car which sense the temperatures around the car and provides input signal to the heat, ventilations, air conditions system to help and control the interior temperatures of the automobile. These sensors also provide the vehicle occupants with temperatures reading from outside the car. This information is particularly useful when driving under the freezing conditions or near freezing. What does it mean, the freezing conditions or under the freezing conditions? Because if the weather is cool, there is no need the AC to run. At that time, this sensor will not allow the AC to run, number one, because there is no need. Number two, this one control inside the auto air conditioning. For example, there is no need to run the compressor hardly to cool much the car insides. So because of this ones, they allow the compressors allow that do less cooling or more cooling or middle cooling, because normally there is two type of compressors in current. There is many type like electric compressors, like non-electric compressor, but normally we talk about the two. One is the clutch and one is the non-clutch. Both are running by belt, but the one is controlled by the solenoid and the one is controlled by magnetic clutch. Which compressor is controlled by the electronic solenoid probably use this sensor, which is very important, and this one is for the auto AC also. That compressors normally, this ones allow the compressor to run less, more or not. This is the sensor. So for example, when the ambient sensor is bad, what will happen? For example, if this sensor is bad, what will happen? Either not working properly or either stuck on one place. For example, the sensor now sends 29 Celsius outside. So now my temperature is goes to 42 Celsius, but this sensor stuck in 29. What will happen? Your AC gas will okay, your compressor will okay, everything will okay, but the cooling will not there. Then you will think, oh, might be the compressor problem, might be the evaporator clogged, might be condenser problem, but not there. Your sensor will faulty and they will only sense 29 Celsius. What will happen? Based on this 29 Celsius, your compressor while cooling your car. And for example, it goes to 42 and your sensor is okay, then your car will move hardly working to cool your car. Or for example, if this one is stuck in 10, then your car will less cooling, less and less. For example, this one goes in minus conditions or 1, 2, then it will totally stop the working. It will not run your compressor because they will think that outside is freezing, but it will not. So in these conditions, you should see your ambient temperature sensor. What is the symptom of a bad ambient temperature sensor? Number one, that auto AC mode will not working. Number two, your cooling will in constant cooling. For example, sometimes cooling available, sometimes not available, sometimes stuck on one place. For example, you running in 42 Celsius and your car is give the cooling to the 29s, doesn't have cooling. Sometimes will not cool the car. In some car, the compressor clutch will not engage. In some conditions, it will never engage. And this is faulty. So this is the main problem. And also some of the car, they will have check engine light because this ambient temperature sensor is not only related in some car to these conditions. Like for example, if you go to the BMW X6, which I have known myself and I did before the AC for that one, and some other thing I know that how much the ambient temperature sensor is important in BMW X6. So there is few conditions, but normally for the AC, your R2 mode will not working. Number one. Number second, in constant cooling, your cooling will not properly. Number third, in some cases, your compressor will not engage. So this is the main working. If your car is this type of problem that doesn't have cooling or have less cooling in hot conditions or not engage your compressor, so you should scan your car, and after the scanning, if have this problem, so you should replace this one. So that's all our video. If you have any type of questions about any of the car wiring,
YouTube subscriber,
or some other thing, like for example mechanical engine transmissions, etc., we will help you with the comments. Inshallah, we will see your comment, and please subscribe your channel if you get some information from our channel, or we will continue give forward the videos which help you guys. So thank you so much.